Stoicism can help us to understand why the pursuit of love can be a path full of obstacles and suffering. Through Stoic practices, we can look inward instead of seeking external validation or solutions to my self-esteem and confidence issues. We discover that love, in its most authentic form, is not found in another person but within ourselves. It is natural to desire love and feel loved in our lives. However, we often fall into the illusion that love is the magical solution to all our problems. We convince ourselves that finding someone special will fill us with joy, liberate us from worries, and grant us the sought-after peace. We cling to the belief that love is the master key that will open the doors to a fulfilling life, as dictated by societal standards. The pressure to have that special someone in our lives is constant, seen in friendships, on television, and on social media. Yet, even in romantic relationships, challenges and struggles persist. Idealized expectations can lead to disappointment, and we may find ourselves searching for love even when we are already in a relationship. As the Stoics teach us, it's not reality that disturbs us, but our opinions and expectations about reality. The illusion of love as a solution to our problems makes us believe that someone else can be responsible for our happiness. However, as Epicurus wisely said, don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will, then your life will flow well. True Stoic wisdom reminds us that love is a valuable component in our lives, but not the answer to all our dilemmas or conflicts. Lasting happiness comes from disciplining oneself, being genuine, and self-reflecting. Most of us have been physically present but mentally trapped in the past or worried about the future. Practicing living in the present is like returning to the here and now, directing your attention to where life truly happens. The present moment is a precious gift, often underestimated and undervalued. We cannot change the past, and the future is uncertain, but the present, the here and now, is where we have the power to act and make decisions. Practicing presence allows us to savor every moment of our lives fully, even the small pleasures. Living in the present enriches our experiences, food tastes better, laughter is more genuine, and moments become invaluable. The importance of living in the present is evident in our relationships, especially in the search for authentic love. How can we build meaningful connections if our minds are elsewhere? Living in the present means being strong in the face of daily challenges and authentic in every interaction. It's not about acting but being real and sincere in your relationships. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of repetitive behavior in your relationships? Do you often wonder why you can't seem to find love or why your relationships end even when you feel like you did everything right? In this journey of self-discovery, I want to share with you the importance of personal growth and how it can change your perspective on searching for love. We often search for love from a place of need, thinking that someone else will make us complete. However, the Stoics remind us that no one is free who has not liberated themselves. The path of personal growth requires strength to face and overcome obstacles. As Seneca said, there is no favorable wind for the sailor who doesn't know where to go. The benefits of personal growth become apparent when we confront our fears, take risks, and choose the more challenging path. Through personal growth, we can overcome our fears, embrace our imperfections, and build relationships based on authenticity and effective communication. Let's discuss a powerful tool that can completely transform your approach to finding love: self-reflection. Self-reflection is fundamental when it comes to authentic love. It's not just about sitting in silence with a blank mind, but diving deeply into your thoughts and emotions. Self-reflection is a conscious introspection that enables you to explore your inner self for answers. By examining your thoughts and emotions, you can discover harmful patterns that repeat in your relationships. Self-reflection helps you confront these damaging patterns, delve into the roots of your fears and concerns, and understand why they persist. The power of self-reflection lies not only in identifying problems but also in providing tools for change. It enables you to work on your weaknesses, develop your virtues, and enhance your relationships. Self-reflection acts as a compass, guiding you toward healthier relationships. As you gain a better understanding of yourself, you become more conscious of what you genuinely desire in a partner and what you can contribute to the relationship. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, put your heart, mind, and soul into even your smallest acts. This is the secret of success. Embrace the peace that comes with self-reflection. It's not just a task, but a journey towards inner peace and more authentic relationships. From a Stoic perspective, being a man entails embracing personal growth and developing indestructible discipline and resilience. It teaches us that being a complete individual requires a continual commitment to improvement and growth, not seeking what we already possess within ourselves externally. When we seek love from a place of inner strength and self-acceptance, we create stronger and more meaningful relationships. In today's society, the need for acceptance, love, and validation is a reality driven by social media, entertainment, and external expectations. We have been taught that to be loved, we must first meet certain beauty standards, be of a particular height, act in a certain way, and even conform to specific societal norms. We are told that we must succeed and be very popular, or else we will end up alone and unfulfilled. Self-acceptance is a concept that the Stoics believe in, which involves accepting ourselves, including our good traits and imperfections. This means not relying on external validation to feel complete and finding contentment and peace in a world where comparison and the constant pursuit of more are the norm. The Stoic philosophy invites us to appreciate what we already have. Self-acceptance enables us to enjoy life to its fullest. As Seneca's quote reminds us, we often forget to find deep reflection in the search for love and the importance of being content with who we are in this moment. This quote underlines the fact that true wealth is not measured by external validation or material possessions, but rather by being content with our authentic selves and living in harmony with ourselves. By accepting ourselves, we free ourselves from the emotional burden of external validation. That is why it is important to seek self-acceptance before seeking external acceptance or love. Self-acceptance is not about denying personal growth, but about building a solid foundation for it. As we accept our imperfections, we realize that genuine love does not require perfection. Self-acceptance is an essential aspect of building meaningful relationships. It allows us to be authentic, communicate genuinely, and be vulnerable. As Marcus Aurelius once said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. Stoic reflections emphasize the value of independence, which is crucial in the pursuit of authentic love. Often, when we are looking for love, we tend to lose our independence by focusing too much on finding someone who complements us and forgetting what makes us unique. Stoic philosophy teaches us to avoid emotional dependence, as it can be a harmful behavioral pattern. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we must be willing to change our habits if we see ourselves as dependent individuals. Independence is a reflection of self-esteem and self-acceptance. When we commit to our passions, projects, and personal growth, we become more attractive to potential partners. However, independence does not mean isolating yourself from others. Instead, it means finding a balance between enjoying the company of others and retaining emotional autonomy. Independence is an act of self-love and self-respect. Maintaining your independence is crucial in the pursuit of love. When you are complete on your own, you do not seek love as a solution to your insecurities. Stoic philosophy and masculinity see independence as a display of strength and self-control. Seneca said, True freedom is the independence of the mind. This statement invites us to reflect deeply on what it means to have an independent mind. To maintain emotional independence, two fundamental practices from a Stoic perspective are meditation and mindfulness. Meditation becomes a powerful tool to maintain emotional independence. It trains us to be present in the moment, to observe our thoughts and emotions without being swept away by them. Mindfulness is another crucial practice in the pursuit of authentic love. It allows us to maintain emotional independence by being fully present in our relationships. Mindfulness involves active listening, being present in conversations, and being aware of our emotional reactions. Effective communication plays a vital role in building and strengthening relationships. From a Stoic and wiser perspective, we can learn that communication is an art. It is not only about speaking, but also about listening and understanding others' perspectives. Epicurus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." The Stoics believe that effective communication is an essential skill that helps us navigate the intricacies of human relationships. It involves not just the words we use, but also our ability to comprehend and connect with others. Effective communication plays a crucial role in bringing people closer and fostering mutual understanding, empathy, and trust. It involves more than just speaking words. It requires active listening, empathy, and a willingness to engage in meaningful conversations. When it comes to building genuine love, effective communication is of utmost importance. It enables us to express our feelings, needs, and desires clearly and respectfully, while also allowing us to listen to our partners with an open mind, understand their perspectives, and work together to build a strong and healthy relationship. From a Stoic perspective, effective communication means being genuine in what we say, expressing our thoughts and opinions honestly, and avoiding telling others what they want to hear. In the pursuit of authentic love, patience is a fundamental pillar. Stoicism teaches us that love cannot be rushed or forced and that patience is essential. Therefore, instead of desperately seeking love, we should practice patience and embrace time as a teacher from which we can cultivate wisdom while resisting impatience, frustration, or anxiety. Patience also allows us to develop the inner strength to face loneliness, rejection, and uncertainty in our pursuit of love. Stoic patience reminds us that authentic love is a process, not bound by a strict timetable. Relentlessly pursuing love can lead to relationships based on unrealistic expectations and cause us to lose sight of our own identity. Stoics remind us that we cannot control the emotions, decisions, and actions of others, but we can control our responses. The desperate pursuit of love can become a cycle of disappointments. Stoicism urges us to focus on our actions, be the best version of ourselves, and cultivate relationships based on sincerity and mutual respect. Understanding that external acceptance is not the key to happiness frees us from the need to anxiously pursue love. Instead, we find inner peace and serenity that allows us to appreciate relationships in their broader context. Stoic philosophy teaches that true emotional wealth comes from authenticity, patience, and understanding our own needs and those of others. Therefore, instead of trying to please everyone in the search for love, we should focus on pleasing ourselves, being authentic, and building relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. This is the key to discovering authentic and meaningful love that flourishes from within and is not desperately sought from the outside. In today's world, it's common to see people trying to fit into predefined societal roles, acting artificially, and hiding their true selves behind a social mask. But what happens when we free ourselves from that mask and embrace authenticity? According to Stoicism, authenticity is a path to true freedom. Seneca believed that no man is free who is not the master of himself. True freedom lies in being oneself without fear of judgment, Authenticity allows us to free ourselves from the burden of pleasing others and live according to our principles. In a society that often pushes us to pursue love through external approval, authenticity becomes a guiding light. Authenticity leads us to deeper and more meaningful relationships, as we attract people who value us for our true essence, not a fictitious version of ourselves. Authenticity also provides the strength to face challenges with dignity. Marcus Aurelius believed that nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that happens in the universe. Self-knowledge begins with daily reflection on our actions, reactions, and emotions. This practice allows us to identify patterns and understand what drives us. Exploring our values is a fundamental part of self-knowledge, and Stoics believe that virtue is the supreme value. Self-knowledge also involves recognizing our automatic reactions in conflict or stressful situations and choosing more conscious and value-aligned responses. A useful exercise from a Stoic perspective is maintaining a gratitude journal, noting what we value and what makes us authentic. This connects us with our true essence and helps us appreciate our uniqueness. Seeking the advice of a Stoic mentor or therapist can provide invaluable guidance in this journey of self-discovery. Embracing self-knowledge makes us more confident and authentic in our actions and relationships. As Epicurus said, first tell yourself what kind of person you want to be, and then act accordingly. Embracing authenticity. In today's world, it's common to see people trying to fit into predefined societal roles, acting artificially, and hiding their true selves behind a social mask. But what happens when we free ourselves from that mask and embrace authenticity? Stoicism teaches us that authenticity is a path to true freedom. As Seneca said, "No man is free who is not the master of himself." True freedom lies in being oneself without fear of judgment. Authenticity allows us to free ourselves from the burden of pleasing others and live according to our principles. In a society that often pushes us to pursue love through external approval, authenticity becomes a guiding light. Authenticity leads us to deeper and more meaningful relationships, as we attract people who value us for our true essence, not a fictitious version of ourselves. Authenticity also provides the strength to face challenges with dignity. As Marcus Aurelius said, nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that happens in the universe. Self-knowledge begins with daily reflection on our actions, reactions, and emotions. This practice allows us to identify patterns and understand what drives us. Exploring our values is a fundamental part of self-knowledge, and Stoics believe that virtue is the supreme value. Self-knowledge also involves recognizing our automatic reactions in conflict or stressful situations and choosing more conscious and value-aligned responses. A useful exercise from a Stoic perspective is maintaining a gratitude journal, noting what we value and what makes us authentic. This connects us with our true essence and helps us appreciate our uniqueness. Seeking the advice of a Stoic mentor or therapist can provide invaluable guidance in this journey of self-discovery. Embracing self-knowledge makes us more confident and authentic in our actions and relationships. As Epicurus said, first tell yourself what kind of person you want to be, and then act accordingly. If you're looking for a more meaningful kind of love, we invite you to take the next step by subscribing and activating notifications. Thank you for your attention, and until next time.